Have you ever stopped to consider what truly pleases God? It's not just about the songs we sing or the rituals we perform. True worship stems from a heart that is right with Him. It's about holiness. He desires us to be holy as He is holy. This is the offering He cherishes most. Holiness might seem like an old-fashioned word, but it's intensely relevant. It's about aligning ourselves with God's character. We are called to be set apart, different from the world, reflecting His purity and love. This is the foundation of worship that truly honours Him. Imagine offering a drink to a dear friend in a dirty cup. You wouldn't dream of it. You'd want to present them with something clean and pure. In the same way, God desires our worship to flow from a vessel cleansed by His grace. This means seeking purity in our thoughts, words, and actions. It's about turning away from sin and striving to live according to His moral standards. This isn't about being perfect, but about continually seeking His forgiveness and striving to become more like Him. Just as a potter molds clay into a vessel of beauty, so God shapes us through His Holy Spirit. He wants to remove the impurities and imperfections, making us vessels fit for His service and worthy of His presence. Worship is so much more than just attending church or saying prayers. It's about a life lived in devotion to God. It's about surrendering our will to His and seeking His guidance in all that we do. This devotion spills out into every aspect of our lives. It's in our relationships, our work, our leisure, and our thoughts. Every moment becomes an opportunity to honour Him and live out our worship. Imagine our lives as a continuous prayer, a song of praise rising to the heavens. This is the kind of worship that pleases God. A life lived in constant awareness of His presence and a heart overflowing with gratitude and love for Him. Section 4. The Flame of Devotion. True devotion is not passive. It's a burning fire within us, a passionate love for our Creator. It compels us to action, to share His love with others, and to fight for justice and righteousness in the world. This flame is fueled by our relationship with God. The more we spend time in His Word, in prayer, and in fellowship with other believers, the brighter it burns. And as it burns, it illuminates the darkness around us, drawing others to its warmth. Let us be like that candle, shining His light in a world that desperately needs it. Let our devotion be a beacon of hope, guiding others to the source of all love and truth. Section 5. Reflections of His glory. God is holy, righteous, and just. When we strive to cultivate these qualities in ourselves, we reflect His image back to the world. We become mirrors, albeit imperfect ones, of His perfect character. This doesn't mean we become self-righteous or judgmental. It means we approach others with compassion, understanding, and love. We treat them as God treats us, with grace, mercy, and forgiveness. Just as a still lake reflects the beauty of its surroundings, so we, when we are right with God, reflect His glory. And in that reflection, the world catches a glimpse of His majesty and power. Section 6. Our true worship. God desires our hearts, not just our outward actions. He wants us to come to Him with clean hands and pure hearts, ready to offer Him our worship. And the more we grow in holiness, the more meaningful our worship becomes. It's not about striving for perfection, but about pursuing Him with all that we are. It's about surrendering our desires to His and allowing Him to transform us from the inside out. This is the essence of true worship, a heart fully yielded to the One who loves us most. Let us therefore approach Him with humility and reverence, offering Him the sacrifice of our lives, our thoughts, our words, and our actions as our true worship. For this is the worship He desires, a life lived in holiness and devotion to Him.